Did you grow up when everybody got a trophy? Hell no, man. You didn't get that first place. You weren't getting shit. Yeah, we're the last generation of kids that played outside. Like me and Phie. Yo.
Like drinking out of the hose.
Yo, our family, first of all, I was home alone. I was home alone a lot. My friends that lived across the street, their parents would be like, yo, I want you out of the house, and I don't want to see you back until it's dark.
Yo,
like, we weren't allowed to be home.
Oh, yeah, no. First of all, I was 8 years old. I was gone all fucking day.
Nope.
I took my skates. I had my shoes tied over my shoulder. I was gone all day.
We were bike riding, rollerblading.
No checking in.
Right.
Just bouncing from friend's house to friend's house.
Eventually, we got beepers, but our parents never paged us.
First of all, I already was in high school by the time.
Yeah,
okay, middle school, maybe I had a beeper, but...
Yeah, but we didn't really know what to do with it at that time.
Yo, not having a cell phone in high school was it. Kids think they're lucky now for having a cell phone. No, if I call you... You pick up your phone.
Our shit was definitely like, you knew where all your friends were because all the bikes were crashed down in front of that house.
Right.
So like, you would hit up on your bike and we'd hit the neighborhood. All right, no one's over here. All right, go to the back. All right, here goes everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Or you'll see the bikes. In my case, our neighborhood, I lived in a lot of neighborhoods that had lakes. You'd see all the bikes between two houses where you pass through to go to the lake. Everyone's bikes would be piled up right there.
Ruben Guzman beeping boobs. It was all about beeper codes.
He's not doing it for beeper codes. That's a calculator. Kids don't know that calculators were a separate thing
Where you
back
put
in the day.
Upside down?
Yeah.
Why did the parents want all that time alone? Well, I know for his parents, his mom was big on cleaning the house. So it's like, I don't want you in and out of the house. You're either in or you're out.
That's what it was. It was you're in or you're out. My mom got us a playground in the backyard just to keep us out of the house all day. Like, just stay back here.
Artist Brown said, oh my God, I remember those days. It could be 103 degrees outside. In Florida, you get kicked out of the house and you had to be back home or in the yard by the time the street lights went off. Yo, our one friend, his name is Anthony, right? So no matter where we were in the neighborhood, as soon as it went dark, his mother would go outside and scream his name loud as hell. You would hear from wherever you were at. And we'd be like, oh shit, Aunt, you gotta go home. But see, we were kind of like, our parents didn't give a fuck. And we were like, we didn't have to go home when it went dark. Like, we could go home. That's when we were allowed
They just had to come home on Sunday evening. Like, just be home by Sunday.
I always think about, like, what did we used to eat, man? Like, we would be gone all day. You just kind of grabbed whatever the hell you could from someone's house, grab you a juice box, and then roll.
Yo, me and my brother and I used to go over to our cousin's house frequently, and our aunt was definitely like, you come home when your mom is coming here to pick you up. I want you guys gone all day. Don't come make my house dirty. We would play in the neighborhood, and there was like this, I want to say mouse, but I think it was a small rat. And we would catch them and play with them.
Yo, me and my friends, so we lived in this neighborhood that it was a new neighborhood, like, and they had still houses under construction. We would play on the construction site with our Ninja Turtle action figures. We would break open the cement, mix it in water, put our turtles in there. They would get hard and, like, you know, cemented or whatever. Like, how dangerous is that to play in the construction site of houses, yo? That's crazy.
No, we had in the front of our neighborhood, there was an abandoned house. It was just, it wasn't in any kind of like row of houses. It was just on the street. Like, somebody was stubborn and didn't move, and then eventually it did move and nothing ever happened to it. And we would play in there. Half the boards in the floor would be broken. There would be no doors.
Oh, forget about it.
Graffiti everywhere.
You know, in Lawrence Turn, we used to play in the woods. We used to... Hey, check this out. Matt Merritt says, Miss Mall Arcades. That's why the cabs are awesome. Yo, in the 90s, every mall had an arcade, which was dope as fuck. And then there was a comic book store on in every plaza.
With the grossest carpet next to, you know...
Bro, I used to go in the arcade. My parents would be like, yo, we're going to the mall. I would go to the arcade the entire time with $5, running Mortal Kombat 2.
I was thinking $5 in my brain, exactly. Yep. Like, you grab a 5 and you're
20 tokens?
You can't fuck with $5 at a CC's Pizza. You need at least 20. It's ridiculous.
Yo, technology ruined the arcades. When the home console's graphics started getting better than the arcade's graphics, that's when it went...
There was a year that we were looking for an arcade. We lived in Florida. We would see, if you've ever seen on a strip mall, it says arcade. That's a fucking lie. It's a fucking penny casino.
Yeah, terrible.
That is not an arcade. That does not make
Yo, and, is that Florida? Yeah, Florida and Lake Worth, they have, well, we haven't been there in 3 years. They had a legit arcade on 10th, right, in Lake Worth. What was that shit called again? They had a batting cage. You remember batting cages?
Oh, Boomers?
No, not Boomers. You don't remember? Was this a dream? No, this was real.
Fever Dream?
Remember we took the kids there one time? They had all the Killer Instinct. They had all the arcades. They had the batting cage. Remember that shit would hurt my hands for some reason? I guess their bats were fucked up.
We weren't wearing gloves.
It was on 10th. It was on 10th Ave, yo. You don't remember?
First of all, if you're talking about the one with the go-karts,
yes.
like that, or like the ones that you don't have to wear helmets, that arcade?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. It's called... I'll find it right now on the map. It's probably still there. It's one of those dangerous ones.
And it's like, you don't put quarters in the machine. Like, you buy to get in, and you have access to all the games.
Okay, I gotta go on the map.
Yo, Silent Scope was my favorite game. Yo, Colin Kelly at Boomers. Yo, it was just so fun. You in the Silent Scope, you sniping the people.
Off 10th, right? Hold on, I gotta find 10th.
I think it's definitely off 10th. Yo, Grand Prix Racerama was the shit. I think we talked about it on another live stream.
Is 10th before? Yep, 10th right here. It's right on the corner,
it's like,
right?
It's like west of the eye, yeah.
Okay, hold up.
Hold up.
I gotta find...
Now they have barcades, too. That's true. So the arcade scene coming back a little bit with the barcades. Time Crisis is my shit. Yo, I think Arcade 1-Up might make Time Crisis, because they're making that big buck Game Hunter game with the guns. I can see them doing Time Crisis.
I see this.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Japan still has the dope arcades. And what about NFL Blitz was the shit too, man.
Something fun. I feel like it's something fun.
Oh, fun zone or some shit? Fun stop?
Might have been something like that.
Mandalorian says, showing my age. I think we all are. But who remembers the Neo Geo arcade machines? I always thought they were fascinating. Are you talking about the ones that had like Bubble Trouble and shit like that? And then they had like King of Fighters? I always thought King of Fighters was a rip-off Street Fighter, man. I can never really get into that. Yo, Japan. I want to go to Japan.
Is the funnest place? Fun Depot.
It is Fun Depot.
That's
Who said
what the
that?
fuck it's called.
Who said it? Oh, Ruben. Yeah.
I remember when I was little and my parents were... So when I would go with my dad... We would always go to Walmart. For whatever reason, my brother and I, we always wanted to play the video games in the front of Walmart. I don't know if they still have them now.
Yeah, but you're right. Well, before Walmart became super Walmarts, the regular Walmarts would have, like, sit-down arcades in the front.
They'd have claw machines. They had, Cruisin' USA. They had other ones, too. I can't remember what they were, but... Cruisin', yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Consoles becoming more powerful killed arcades. Yeah, because you remember back in the day, the arcade ports were superior to like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis ports. They have a place out here called Funk Myers that has a couple of arcades.
They do have, but I don't consider those are like food restaurants that have arcades. I mean, like strictly an arcade that's got a guy with the fucking quarters on his side that doesn't want to give you 4. I just need 4, asshole. All right.
Yo, you know what I feel like started killing the arcade scene too? When they started giving you 5 tokens for the $1. Like, that was the beginning of the end. Then they started giving you, like, $10, 10 tokens for the $1, and, like, Boomers and all that.
No, now it's the games cost dollars to play. Like, you go and you get, 100 Dave & Buster's points. This game takes 12 Dave & Buster's points to play.
Nah, you know what the dopest game was? What was that arcade game? Is it Ridge Racer? It's like you're in a boat. And it's like a sit-down game, and the graphics are dope as hell. It's like a racing game, but with boats. Somebody probably already mentioned it, too.
Hydro Thunder.
That was the shit.
There it is. Patty's doll. Oh, yes.
Patty season.
Yeah, what about Shroot Bucks? If you get 5 Shroot Bucks, you get 1 Shroot.
Hydro Thunder was the shit. The Terminator shooter took dollars to play. That shit was hard, too, man. Time Crisis was my favorite shooter game.
My dad always played those shooting games, like, where you had
your but he was probably super into it.
Oh, first of all, he's like, the fucking aim is off on this thing. It's like, it's not real.
Yo, but
where you had to put your foot on the thing so you could duck out, back and forth with your gun, with the zombies and shit. I was like, Dad, I can't watch you play this. I'm full of anxiety.
Area 21 was the shit, yeah. What about Duck Hunt? Used to be on that shit, too? Mm-hmm. I know your dad probably used to hit Duck Hunt.
Are you fucking kidding me? My dad played all those games. There were so many games that, like, I wish... I told you, I want to start collecting the old systems.
Yo, my homeboy, we would go to Boomers, right? And they used to have slot machines at Boomers. A huge section of slot machines where you just win more tokens, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Children's slot machines.
So he would go there, and he would hit on the tokens, and then he would go stand in front of the... token exchange. What do you call it? Where you put the dollar in and get your tokens out.
Right, yeah, exchange.
And he would be like, yo, I got you 6 tokens for the $1. He would go there and hustle in front of there. Anyone that came to buy tokens, he would sell his. And he would leave with like a wad. And he would be like so happy. He was like, oh, man, I came up, man, got $40.